see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. Snap and sometimes CP that you don't see. Where you find me, pleading the fifth. We're gonna give up on you. We're gonna give up on you. I'm about to give up on you guys. I'm about to give up on you people. I can't help you people.
It's the Alec News Network. How do I turn this off? Much LOL snap. And even CP uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. I gotta get Carol in here. Ooh, Carol. I gotta get a Carol version. Carol, we're gonna get you to sing this. How do I turn this off? We gotta get Carol to sing on here. Yo, listen, y'all. We're gonna get Carol. Carol, I know I said I wouldn't make you rap, but I'm gonna make you rap that intro. Come on, Carol. Maybe we can peer pressure her to let me post one of her songs on here. You guys don't know how good Carol can sing. What's up, y'all? We back. We got Andre Galvao. We got Mika Galvao. Galvao. This is the Galvao episode, actually. What else we got? We got a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna go as long as I can until I get tired, which won't be very long. Shout out there, all the people out there training and trying to stay sane and healthy and good out there. Alrighty. We're just gonna jump in, bro. What's going on in this sport? Now, if the screen freezes over, you guys gotta let me know, because I'm looking at something else. You guys are looking at something different than me. So when that screen freezes, I don't always see it. So please let me know when you see that. Okay. Start off with bad news. Well, that's awesome, amazing. Mush, what's up? Mush chose violence today. Now you know what? Now I don't know if you've been following Mr. Mikey Buzamechi. We're going to talk about Mikey too and his biological warfare he's been doing. It says Rob Bass, It Takes Two rapper, dead at 59. Oh man, my rapper's not here for a long time. All that partying and drinking, and they don't be taking care of their health. Robert Ginyard, I don't know how to say that. The Harlem-born rapper, better known as Rob Bass, and one half of the influential hip-hop duo Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock, has died at the age of 59. That's too young, according to reports published on Thursday. Rob Bass rose to prominence in the late 1980s alongside DJ Easy Rock, whose real name was Rodney Bryce. The duo became one of hip-hop's earliest, Much is my hip-hop correspondent. He know a lot more about music than I do. One of the earliest hip-hop crossovers with their 1988 smash hit It Takes Two, a platinum-selling single that helped bring rap music deeper into the mainstream and remains one of the genre's most recognizable songs decades after its release. I don't know that song. Do I know that song? Let me see if I can play 2 seconds of it without getting copyright. Let's see. Yeah, Mush my music correspondent. Let me see if I can play this for I can play 2 seconds.
Yo, can I hear this record by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock? Hey man, you sure you want to hear this, man? You sure about that, man?
I'm trying to get it. All right. You sure about that, man?
Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds of MC Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock.
Oh, that's that? Oh, yeah, of course I heard that song. Hey. Hey. Everybody know that song. Hey, everybody know that. Whoa, we all know that song. Dang. R.I.P., man. I was like, I never heard that song. Come to find out, of course, everybody done heard that song. Dang. He was only 59, y'all. That ain't old. God, dog. All right, man. Take care of your health. Who else is telling you guys to take care of your health? I don't hear Mikey saying that. I don't hear Craig. Craig does. I guess he does whatever he does. Gordon don't tell you to take care of your health. Dan here doesn't tell you to take care of your health. The Galvao, none of the Galvaos tell you guys to take care of your health. Who? Nobody tell you to take care of your health except for me, man. You guys got to give me some props over here. All right, RIP.
Artists. Like, to me, jiu-jitsu was just about being tough and about going in there and grinding it out and trying to be a bad motherfucker.
In the 50s?
This is one of the, I don't ever actually specifically talk about this. This is one of the reasons I hate on wrestling so much. Wrestlers are not martial artists.
Ooh.
They're just trying to be the baddest motherfucker in the room, and they're trying to outwork everybody, and there's no ethos around
56.
it.
Jay-Z, whoa.
Happenstance.
Jay-Z, 56 years old? He old. Oh, God. Oh, all right. No, I just said 59 was young, but 56? He got a lot of young kids at 56. He got some, God dang. That's going to be me and Mush having kids. We'll be in our 40s and 50s. It was changing diapers. Oh, no. That'll be me. 40s and 50s changing diapers. Dang. Beyonce ooh. Dang, God. Oh, she 44. She's young. 44, that's about a 14-year age difference if my mathematics is good. Now, that is when they get together. I'm not defending that. I'm for sure not defending that couple. That's true. Now, we might be a little bit broken physically, but we're going to hopefully have some money and some good stories. Remember that time I got screwed over back in the day? We're gonna be the dad grandpas. Is that your grandpa? No, that's my father. Hey, Robert De Niro. Who was it? Robert De Niro. One of those guys. They still having kids in their 80s, so you can still keep going. We can still keep going.
And if you find the right coach, there are guys who have the same mentality that we have of trying to grow better people, trying to do this, whether it's kung fu or jiu-jitsu or judo or whatever it is. Like, they're trying to push this narrative of becoming a better person.
Much is jacked up.
And
he's jacked.
It's one of the reasons I'm trying to hold on so much, because the wrestling's like, let's be the hardest worker in the room. Let's grind it out. It doesn't matter if you're hurt.
That is a discipline in itself. But
it is, but it usually doesn't. How many lifelong wrestlers are actually good people that you've met?
It doesn't.
Oh.
They're pushing, working hard and discipline. And all these
I can't defend jiu-jitsu on that.
They're not
either.
adding the sauce on the top.
They're not. The extra sauce.
Hey, let's be good people. Let's help people. Let's
most of our
people
martial arts. Jiu-jitsu ain't got no good people either. Some good news here. Crypto.com just put up $1 million for UFC White House fight card bonus. All right, so hopefully you guys get that bonus. Now, I feel like UFC gonna take the majority of that money. Like they always do. Maybe you guys will get $10,000, $50,000. Who knows? We got the World Championships coming up next weekend. Not this weekend. Next weekend. Alrighty. I got my homie Caleb Campos. You guys might know him. He fought in the NCAAs, All-American. You guys can see AJ Ferrari right there. AJ Ferrari. He didn't beat AJ Ferrari, but AJ Ferrari didn't. I don't think he wrestled, or something happened. He didn't do the repage or whatever. So they're having a camp, homecoming camp. Shout out to him, man. Let's see. Who is this?
They're doing a little game.
Oh, Wagner. They playing games over at Wagner Hosher Jiu-Jitsu. I'm tired of these games. Shout out to ecological people. Sarah, the only person I know that does ecological, really. And she's still a white belt, so that tells you everything you need to know.
Top players now allowed to make grips. They got tennis balls in their hands, so it limits the amount of hand exposure they have.
Drills like this
so that the bottom player can make good connections, and they can work on sweeping. And we're going to talk about this in the next group. The goal is for them to make the grips that are proper on bottom. I
feel like these ecological people are just lazy.
Limited to doing the wrong things with their bodies.
You just play a game. You don't
our hands are meant to grab, and our legs are meant to push.
I mean, they got the student doing all the work.
To hold.
The student got to figure out jiu-jitsu for themselves. Why are they paying you?
Pushing, not holding, and legs holding is not pushing. So it limits the jiu-jitsu. All right, guys, here we go.
I ain't never
They're
seen
doing a little
so
game.
much technique.
Top players now allowed to make grips. They got tennis balls in there.
I do feel like these ecological people are lazy. I'm sorry. That's what I feel like when I'm in the ecological. I'm like, man, you could have taught. You didn't want to waste your brain power teaching. And now some of these students, I understand why you don't want to waste too much time teaching these people. Some of these students out here be wasting all your energy. I don't know what to say about these sports anymore. We got the homie over here.
He's to the planet. You hear what I'm talking about? Dees rules everything around me. Dream, get the money. Dollar bill, yo. I'm talking about. Shout out to Mike Realm, you know what I mean? And all the real DJs of the world, you heard? Anyway, my throat is a little better. It still gets hoarse a bit. But because that last post I did went shoom, chom, chom, went psycho, disco, alpha, beta all over the planet, I gotta do it. I can't stand it. I can't hold back, you know what I mean? And stop playing. Don't think I forget. Like, people trying to hijack the vibes on that last post. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm coming for everybody. Remember that I said it. And you won't be able to rock with the logic if you're a ass. I don't think you're a ass. But there were a lot that got on that post, all right? If you thought you was mad off that last post, you're going to be really mad when this stub stack drop. Remember what I said. Because you're not playing with a regular dude who doesn't know what he's talking about. And I know y'all seen what happened. The new cases got open on your boy. I'm not even hating on him. I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah, we're all.
I'm talking about what happens when we don't have ethical frameworks.
It's too late
in our jiu-jitsu schools. Cooked. I'll see you soon.
Jiu-jitsu cooked. Yeah. So there was a couple people defending Galvao yesterday or 2 days ago in the post. You saying the post that I covered, Mush? Which one are you talking about? Well, he's gonna say something. He's gonna say something in his podcast or Substack or whatever it is called. I don't know what it's called. He hasn't done it yet, I don't think. We got the middle heavyweight division. Oh, Jansen Gomez went down. He was in heavyweight for a second. Let's see. You got the Munez brother, Batista, Barbosa. Barbosa's looking a little rough there. Marcio Andre. Now, how did Marcio Andre go from featherweight? I just saw him fighting Rafa Mendez. Oh, that one? Okay. But I guess he's doing a new post. Well, that was his post that he put out. He's the one that put the post there. Marcio Andre's middle heavy. Barbosa. Who else over there? Wallison. Luna. That dude, that homie. Hebe Mar? All right, you got some old heads over there. It says blind ranks of 77 kg athletes. Wait, did I jump too early?
3.
Mika Galvao.
For 1.
Lucas Lepre.
Oh, Lucas. You probably should have put Lucas at 1.
2.
Don't put Lucas at 2.
Rotolo.
Oh, dang.
Dang, 4.
Marcelo Garcia.
Oh, my God, 5.
Blind ranking 77 kilograms.
I don't know about that ranking. Let's see.
Welcome to the IBJJF podcast. My name is Kalen Krasov.
I ain't listening to that podcast. That podcast needs some Mush, I think we got you over here, Mush.
So I always step.
I be getting everything.
All right. So the first thing
that's the whole video. You got a brown belt on.
So when I beat the front side hand, I want to increase the distance as much as possible. If you can reach out your hands,
you got
if you can reach out and touch me, I'm too close. You need to give the aberration of closeness, but with the distance. So in here. Now, I want you to notice my right foot. My right foot is already pointed what? That way, because that's the way that I'm going. So I'm coming out here, grab the hand, he pulls back. I'm here.
That's 20 pounds
Once I
ago?
get here.
Yeah, you're a lot bigger than that now.
It's like a tie kick. All right, sorry about that.
Did you know he was going to kick you? Did you know he was about to kick you right there? Mush wasn't ready for that kick.
That's the same thing that we're doing on the inside, okay?
Mush wasn't ready for that kick. He thought he was doing judo.
And when I get here, I'm going.
Much thought he was doing judo. Yeah. Much thought he was about to.
All right. Then I'm and scoop it.
Much thought he was about to do a judo move. And he got kicked in the leg.
Now, it's very different than the traditional Kouchi where you come
in here.
He's got
the
I'm not concerned
coral
with that,
belt. What
right?
do you think?
I'm going to move this leg out of the way. All right, I'm literally going to just.
I don't know. That brown belt's pretty good too. I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you think?
My toes bent. This time I'll turn the heel.
Much got kicked in the leg. I think everybody was surprised. Much was surprised. I was surprised. Hey.
Just kick and put him down.
Now you guys can't.
Everybody
Don't kick your training partners.
So
he can do that, but you guys can't.
Do the Uchikomi forward.
That's high noon right there.
Move your hand back.
I don't know. Much will move now. Much too big to move. You kick 256, you might hurt yourself.
So slow.
LO snap getting smaller.
Okay. New rules is you can bear hug
Mush.
out the gate. All right, you saw that in the chat, right? You put your hands up like that. I'm back. I'm old school. I'm back in 2002, baby. Put your hand up like this.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So
rotate guard.
I come and then. Now sometimes I don't even grab the gi. I'll just
push.
Everybody got it?
Yes,
I wish it was a little more technical than that, but reach for the front side hand, hit pull back, replace with the cross, feet angle, step out, tie kick inside the ankle.
Tie kick inside the ankle.
Move it in a circle. Kouchi, gari.
Everybody got it? People love Kouchi gari.
Out. All right.
Who said judo was soft? Judo ain't soft. Judo ain't soft one bit.
So first thing you gotta do is
Jose Aldo playing tennis too. Everybody, whenever somebody retired, they gotta go play tennis or pickleball or something. Somebody sent me something. What did they send me? Wait a second. Oh, never mind. You won't have to worry about me playing pickleball. We do have UFC BJJ Opens. Are you guys going to do those? Now, it works in MMA? Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do UFC BJJ. I'm not going to give UFC more money. Let's see. We've got Mr. Ethan Krinelstein.
It's my UFC debut, and I'm coming fucking fast.
Oh, dang. You should have said pause.
It's my UFC debut, and I'm coming fucking fast.
Of course, Kevon. That's the same face Josiah made.
It's my UFC debut, and I'm coming fucking fast.
That's the kind of face I expect Josiah to be making. Which reminds me, I do want to play a Grippo clip real quickly. You know I like to piss Josiah off. Now, Josiah, you know you're going to get banned. LO Snap said he want to ban you, so he might not be here. Although Josiah, he be on here all the time. And Grippo. Let me piss Josiah off. That's always easy. Josiah, easy mark.
In the club. I'm trying to work out, okay?
You know Josiah he'd be upset they be hooking up.
I'm in the club.
You know Josiah he be angry because they hook it up.
I'm trying to work out, okay?
She be wearing them short shorts around Grippo. You know something be happening. Let me play one more time now. Summon Josiah.
I'm in the club.
Now, Josiah, he ain't ever gonna do that to you. Shout out to the young couple. I'm happy for them. You know, I'm just, you know, like normal people. I'm happy for them.
I'm trying to work out, okay?
I punching the air. You know what? She not bad. She not bad. You know, let me play one more time. She not bad. You know, she's a little goofy, but you know what? Some of you guys. Josiah, go away. His only mistake was having a stalker. That's his only mistake. Now, you know what? She dresses up okay. Dirty Diana. And you know what? That's what he want. He want Dirty Diana. He don't want Dirty Josiah. Give him Dirty Diana. Thank you, Mush. He's like, he happy for a little dirty Diana over there. I done set Josiah up. I'm sorry, Josiah. We set you up. You know what? They look good together, man. Screw whatever Josiah thinks. They look good together. Don't they look cute together? Yeah, I'm happy for them. Why can't Josiah be happy for them? And look, they about to go on a European tour. LL Snap, I set LL Snap up to take him out, but Mush got you. I'm sorry, buddy. It happened that way. Let's listen to Mikey. Now, you know, Mikey going to be in the news a couple times today. And yeah. Look, I'm happy for the man. Why can't Josiah be happy for him?
He's admitted that he does use.
I love how we're legally protecting ourselves right now. He's admitted. I feel like the people that take PEDs, their moves work, but they need more strength.
I don't trust
to make
Mikey
their
too
moves work.
much. I'm sorry.
So they need less jiu-jitsu, right?
To me, if you need that to win, then I can't consider you the GOAT. You needed something to get a little bit higher than the other guys. And it's okay. That's your choice. Just like Anderson Silva, right? He got caught.
I think with Gordon, it's not like he was using in competitions that were not allowing it. So he's competing against other people that are also using. In the sub-only, non-tested scene, I would consider him to be the GOAT, Nogi. But like if we're talking overall, like you can't throw him in that conversation because he can't pass a drug test.
He's admitted that he does use.
Now, most of our favorite grapplers can't pass a drug test, unfortunately. That's true. Not everybody is using, but usually the guys that were winning everything all the time, we gotta keep a little asterisk next to their name. Now, there are clean people out there. You just never hear, you don't hear about them. They be out there struggling. You don't even hear about those people. USA Judo says rope flex. Oh, rope. What the heck is a rope flex? It says you get 25% off. I have no idea what a rope flex is. Some workout equipment. You can get that. ADCC, we got Mr. Josh Cicernos. He got the invite for 66 kg. Alrighty. We got another invite. Mr. Oliver Taza. Taza got the invite. He will be in 77 kg. Shout out to the Rotulos. Hey, listen, we don't know about nobody, bro. I don't assume nobody's really clean.
Next up, we have the male.
Wait, I ain't watching the IBJF. Joseph Chin also got an invite. Shout out to him. He will be doing what weight class? 88. Okay, so he might be getting crushed over there, but we'll see. Of course, you guys heard Alexa, Alexandria. She said she won't be competing due to injury. She tore her ACL, I believe. All right. Oh, we like this, brother.
One of my biggest guilty pleasures are matches where there's a difference in athletic potential, like this one. This one's obvious to me because this guy looks like a man who was turned into a child that grew up to be a man again, right? And this dude, he looks like a mature preteen. He look like he could fuck Stifler's mom, is my point.
Single mom. Aged 18 years. The way I like it.
And you want to root for the genetic underdog, right? But you already know what the match is going to be. And as you can see, check it out. He's tossing this preteen around like Kevin Bacon in Sleepers. Okay, look at that. Flying gator rolls? Huh? Man. That only happens when there's an inherited disparity, man. Look at the ending. He finished him like he heard the order from a god mic. This was great. It's a metrosexual versus construction worker. He said, this guy, he looks phenomenal. He looks prim and proper.
What peptides you talking about?
He took his fedora off before the match started. He's built like a Gracie Valente student. Meanwhile, we got this beast who does Carlson Gracie handshakes on the regular. This guy does knee bars from topside half guard. The difference in toughness, it shows. You know, that's why the choke looked more brutal than Paulo Meow's finger bones. This is another one right here. We got a big boy versus a bigger boy. And it don't help that the bigger boy happened to be a nigga. Went for a power double, but all his power resulted in a lat drop. Not just one time, but 2 times. Like palming the top of your head.
Do that to that
like
guy.
You seen the mosquito he had beef with. Got you in memes talking about ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga. One of my biggest guilty pleasures are
You could tell I got a chill day today. Let's see. I don't want to watch that. Chud the Builder, you guys know him. He was going around Tennessee. Now, that's the kind of guy that would mess with LOL Snap. Okay, I'm never going to look that stuff up. This is the kind of guy that would be messing around with LOL Snap and somebody gets shot and hurt. Chud the Builder bond reduced to $1 million after detectives find body armor, weapons, and Istanbul flight ticket. Okay. And this man's only 28 years old. He was tied to a shooting on the 13th of May outside the courthouse. Now, if that had been a brother, he wouldn't be alive anymore. He'd probably be gone. It says the woman at the center of the massive $250 Minnesota fraud scheme, I believe that was with the Somali cousins over there, sentenced to nearly 42 years. Now, usually a girl like her could cry some tears and get some probation, but I guess they were not too happy. That $250 million, that is a lot of money, though. Chud the Builder? Now, this is a lot of money. Oh, the guy that was in the video? I guess $250 million, they wouldn't let you get off on that one. God dang. She going to prison? Yeah. Maybe back in high school time she would have been. Right now, for sure. Maybe she gets a facelift or something and get that Ozempic, some peptides. LO Snap, give her some peptides so she can get a slap on the wrist. We are going to talk about this. You got Mr. Galvao. It says another former Autos athlete accuses Andre Galvao of sexual harassment. She shares disturbing detailed statement. So Galvao can't catch no break. He had a former student shoot up the mosque, and now he got this. So his lawyers are busy. Now, ChatGPT, shout out to ChatGPT. ChatGPT put in some work. They got that thing overheating. And all them data centers using up all our water. If you guys look, dirtying up all the water over here because of this ChatGPT. I'm tired of these guys using ChatGPT like this. These alleged criminals using ChatGPT to get off. So we're going to read some comments and we'll find the article. We'll go through that and we'll listen to the videos on YouTube. We go through this. This is a normal day. This is a normal Friday by now. It says post about it when the DA files actual charges. So you're always going to have people defending the Galvaos. You probably had people defending Melky Galvao for all I could guess for. Says, what's the evidence? Now, at what point, how many alleged victims do you need before you take things seriously? What's the evidence and proof? Were there any convictions? Did the San Diego Police Department reopen the case a few months prior? They closed this case due to lack of any evidence. Now, San Diego Police Department, I don't know how good they are. I've already kind of brought up my case that they're shady, not to be trusted. Says maybe because it's in a Portuguese, but the screenshots of conversation is Andre's number texting Andy. So if you guys don't know, that used to be Andy's girlfriend or something at some point. Yeah, that girl used to be Andy, with the long hair. That's the kind of girls LL Snap like with that Brazilian hair. He liked the girls with that long hair. Which reminds me, he'll be hugging and high-fiving everyone next week at World. Yeah, you got to be there at Worlds. Dang. It says he was apologizing to Andy for having harassed his ex-girlfriend. That back when... That's a pretty clear confession, and nobody is talking about being a crime or not. The important thing is that there's people in position of power taking advantage of women in the sport, and that should be called out. So what I'm seeing now, even Brazil does a better job than America. Brazil is doing a better job than America. I believe in keeping these guys accountable. And, what they should do, they should do what they did to Melky. Put them in jail for 30 days and then actually look for evidence. Look for testimonies. Now, you guys don't know San Diego, but I'm sure, they just had a mass shooting. They're busy. You think they're going to investigate how much work you think they're going to get done in San Diego right now when they got the mass shooting? They're still doing interviews about that. They busy. How much time and energy do you think they put into looking up Mr. Galvao, who, as far as they know, is a upstanding immigrant citizen? He probably got, how many cops he got as students over there? He probably got some high level dudes over there in the police department that can cover things up pretty well. And now San Diego police cover up their own crimes. So we'll look at the screenshots. We'll make a case. Our internet case over here. Someone says, is this Galvao and the other Galvaos related? Not by blood, but by actions. They possibly could be related. Then wonder why women don't speak up, because nothing ever happens to these men. False accusations need serious punishment. Now, otherwise, this insanity is gonna get worse. These guys, these days, a look, a conversation, even basic flirting can be twisted into some kind of accusation. Now, we got to remember, most of these guys ain't got social skills. Most of these people don't have social skills. I don't trust most of these people. I don't trust most of your coaches. I don't trust most of the students. I don't trust none of these people. And just because there wasn't enough evidence doesn't mean that none of this stuff occurred. It's just that they would have a hard time convicting, right? So we'll get back to that in a little while. We'll take a little break from that. Who is this? Oh, they got my man, my homie Hebe Mar over here. Got twisted up.
That leg, nice.
He was too chill to be in that hill hook.
There you go. Beautiful.
Hebe Mar, he was too chill. You can't chill in no leg locks. I got my homie like that. We got Mikey. So let me get your ideas on this. If somebody's competing with an infection or something, that don't sound right. If you got a contagious infection or sickness, you shouldn't be competing. Mikey says, today I was successful with my third title defense. I honestly had such an amazing camp and felt amazing leading up to the match. But then, unfortunately, I got a very bad staph infection in my leg that was so painful to walk or bend my leg, and a bad fever. After being on heavy antibiotics, I slept 20 hours, woke up, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to compete today and could barely warm up how dead I was. But sometimes, when unfortunate circumstances, if your immune system's being bombarded, you probably shouldn't be fighting. Now, he does get paid to fight. But we saw with Mr. Ben Askren, you guys probably shouldn't be risking it too much anymore. Because you think the UFC is going to take care of you when you need a new pair of lungs? They might. I don't know. So I think it's kind of reckless to be fighting in that situation. Someone says, I'm sorry, but there is nothing admirable about competing or training with a staph infection. I have to agree. Now, I got to plead the fifth. I've done some reckless things too. There's been times where I had something I probably should have stayed out the mat, stayed out the comp. I don't know. You need to talk to a clinical psychologist to ask what's wrong with that, man. She says, it's disrespectful and dangerous. I would agree. It can turn life-threatening very quickly. My friend lost his life because of staph infection. Now, a big issue I would have with Mikey, that's an infectious. I guess he fought last, right? But he's fighting on a surface. That's a contagious bacteria or whatever. It's contagious, right? So if you're fighting on that surface, Mikey's bleeding, he pulsating, whatever. onto the mat, and then you go on that mat, you get sick. You know, he's not going to take any accountability for you. So we got to be smarter. Craig says they make condoms his size. Who knows? I don't want to think about that. I think that's pretty bad behavior, Mr. Mikey Musumeci. Now, we've all been in those situations where we got to step up. But, you know, man, if you wanted to set a good example, that guy looks like exactly like a Meow brother. Don't he look like a Meow brother? That's Higuchi, Ray Higuchi. Don't he look like a Meow brother? He look exactly like a Meow brother. Don't he look like a Meow brother? I guess they are Japanese. Don't he look like a Meow brother? That's Ray Higuchi. I believe he's Olympic champion. What was this?
You had one too.
Let me not talk about that. Aries Spears. We'll listen a little bit.
I did.
Yeah, they called you arrogant. It was a comedian, Aries Spears. I guess.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And a bitch.
He said you can't look you in the eye.
Wait.
All the Wayans brothers.
Because I didn't care, but now that you bring it up, he's a bitch.
They lost their hair just about, except for
begging to get inside of
one
of our movies or on our TV show. I hooked him up. I put him on a cartoon that we did called The Boo Crew. And I realized how crazy he was. We seen him get slapped up already online. Man. So and here's the thing. What happened. Like I said,
I never see Shawn Wayans put two words together.
Yeah,
he seemed real chill into himself.
What you mean? You
know that quiet kid in class that people tend to pick on.
Nah.
You don't mess with him. I leave Shawn alone.
What happened to his hair though? He has some good hair. That hair gone.
Don't talk. You don't see much of them.
They call him Tupac.
Say something. Consequences.
You had one too.
I did. Aries Spears ain't doing too well. We got Elijah Dorsey, 77 kg. All right, now watch out for that junior lock, Mr. Elijah Dorsey. Mush might have to go. Mush, you gonna go corner him next year? Mush, you go help him out, man. And he can hang around all those guys we hate.
So listen to me when I say this. It's my UFC debut, and I'm coming for that belt at 155, and I'm coming fucking fast. So whoever's holding the belt, I don't care if it jumps around, it's mine. So keep it shiny for me. So listen to me when I say this.
Shout out to Ethan. Let me not say anything.
What's the prediction for Thursday?
Make a joke in the first round.
Okay. Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she's so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with.
What's the prediction for Thursday?
Make a joke.
Cassie got the win, of course. Tapping the girl out. Nice. I like Cassie. She's a good girl. Oh no. Someone said she got so mad that she face planted, which was her fault. And she goes and puts fingers in the eyes. Now, that does not look legal, Miss Cassia Mora. I'm over here vouching for you, Cassia. Cassia, that's too much. Well, she's still Brazilian, though. Shout out to my Brazilian people. I love you guys. That ain't right, though. That's how LO Stab be rolling. That's that self-defense jiu-jitsu right there. I ain't ever seen that, actually. I might have to try that when I go to train. Steve be doing that to me. That's what Steve did to me. That's how you guys be rolling, poking people in the eyeballs. All right, Cassie, that's too much right there. Isn't that raking? Isn't that what raking the face is called? All right, now that's not too bad. Or not too good. I can't defend that now, Cassie. You need to do better.
But what resonated with you?
So stop telling Helena she looked like she's 29 and has 3 kids.
Personally, in the AJJFP program that we do here.
Yeah, I really like how AJJFP inspires kids and kind of yearly or even multiple times a year, calls high-level athletes to come and do camps in Australia, because I think it's really important for the next generation to, have people to look up to, and meet those high-level athletes and learn from them as often as possible. So I really like how everything ran really smoothly when I was
Helena does
doing
look.
the
Let me
seminars in
stop.
Australia.
Let me stop. I'm about to say the wrong
I
thing.
really
My
loved
bad. Let me
meeting so
stop.
many kids and adults during my time there. So definitely like everything that AJJFP's goal is definitely like amazing, and I really support everything they do.
But what resonated?
Helena, what the heck did you just say? Helena, what did you just say during all that?
There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the
got the
ship
Australian
was the
girls
Billy
working
O.T..
out.
The winds blew harder.
One girl can't do it. Come on, girlie. Girlie in the back. Which girl is that?
Soon may the wellerman come to bring
I don't know all the
us
Australian
sugar.
girls. There's too
There
many
once
of
was a
them.
ship that put to sea, and the name.
Nadia Frecklin? No, that's that girl. I used to know all the Australian girls. I don't know them all now. Mika Galvao will be in Jersey Open. So you guys know I go to Jersey. I might not be there this time though. I'm trying to save money so I can do some IRL live streaming. What do you guys think I should do? Should Alex save money and get an IRL live stream, or should Alex spend all his money to go to Jersey, fighting Jersey Open? I love Jersey. I go to Jersey all the time. Now, I'd be losing money up there. I need to stay home and save some money. I'm thinking about it. I wouldn't mind going there. I wouldn't run away from Mika Galvao. Now, I'm going to need USADA. USADA, you better be there. If USADA's there, I'm good. Test him. I'll take my ass whooping. As long as USADA's there, I'm okay. Now, if USADA's not there, that's not fair. You guys want me to fight all these guys that done popped on the test left and right? Shout out to Felipe Pena. That man failed the test twice. That's who you guys want me to fight. I guess he's going back to America to save his marriage. We are going to talk a little bit about this. Of course, I told you, Andy. I'm getting my names mixed up. They used to date. Do I train at Meows? I've been up there a couple times. Yeah, I was there last year. I go there like they do charge me a mat fee, so I only usually go there once a trip. That $40 mat fee, they hit me with the $40. All right, I'm going one time. That's it. So that's why I say when I go to Jersey, I be bank account be negative. I be spending so much money up there. Let's get the translation on this. $40 mat fee. Yeah, for me. It's okay for you guys to pay the mat fee, but I gotta pay the mat fee too. So I just go one time per trip. That's it for me. That's my budget for the meows. And one time I went up there and I got paired with like a new dude who's a purple belt. I was teaching that dude. I was like, man, I paid $40 to teach somebody. Cause you're working drilling with people. I was teaching that dude to move. I was like, dang, they got me this time. But it's good. If you're in Jersey City, go check them out. Meows. It says a new report has shaken up the jiu-jitsu scene, jiu-jitsu world, really. This time, the case gains notoriety again for involving the name of Andre Galvao. No friends and family discount, no black belt discount, nothing. The complainant is Andressa Simas, former member of the Atos team. She used to be a member of the Dream Team, which is the girl squad. Purple belt in jiu-jitsu and ex-girlfriend of multi-champion Andy Murasaki. Now they were just together like 2 months ago. I remember seeing some pictures when he did Pans in March, April, May. 2 months ago they were together. Honestly, I'll pay the mat fee as long as I don't have to. I don't want to hear. I don't want to beg anybody to let me train. I don't want to have to be nice to people. Here, let me pay the mat fee. Well, I got a homie that trains up there, so I'll just pay the mat fee, and I don't have to worry. I don't want people getting me to teach for free. I don't want people asking me for anything. I don't want people expecting anything from me. I'll pay that $40. Let me just come in. I'll do the class. I ain't teaching. I ain't trying to be special. Not gonna hurt anybody. I just want to train with my homie. I'll pay the $40, but it does kind of sting a little bit. So they were together about 2 months ago. It says, so she's the ex-girlfriend now. The subject took over social media or social networks after many questioned, could this have been one of the reasons for Andy's departure from Atos? In leaked messages, Andy himself reports who leaked the messages. Andy himself reports that his heart does not allow him to sue Andre for this case, but he states that he would support his ex-girlfriend regardless of any decision she makes. The case resurfaces amid a series of events involving Andre and Atos team, plus the possibility of the former Alexa Hersey, which is the girl that came out the first time, her case being investigated again by the San Diego County Sheriff's Department. I ask you, why did they stop the first investigation? So we got to ask ourselves questions, because I see a lot of people. I think a lot of people in the comments be bots, but a lot of people can't really think for themselves, which is pretty bad. No, I can't change that. They too far gone. We reiterate that there is no conviction against any of the mentioned parties. Out of respect for everyone involved, we will maintain an integrity and responsible and impartial stance. Our commitment is to inform the jiu-jitsu community about facts and happenings inside and outside of the tatami, which is our mats, without prior convictions. To possible victims, all our solidarity and support. To the accused, let everything be clarified in a transparent, fair, and true manner. All right, so the comments ain't gonna be too good. Let's see. I want to see some of those. Where are those screenshots at? So we'll go to Reddit. We'll find some of that stuff too. The Fed's about to get involved. Do you think so? Well, this is not the year to be a Galvao for sure.
I never really saw it from your side, bro. You haven't wrestled all your life, and you're taking huge matches where a lot of people wouldn't want to be able to get up on a stage and get beat up. It's amazing to see how you keep coming back.
I thought Buchanan was taller.
And that's huge because a lot of people wouldn't do that. So I just want to say
it's all for the kids, man.
Absolutely.
It's all for the kids.
No, I watched it for a long time, bro.
You're getting better too. So I want to see you win. I want to see you win.
Don't give him props, Buchanan.
Thanks so much, bro.
Don't give him props, bro.
I never really saw it from.
See, because of people like Buchanan, Muggsy think he got a shot. And screw the guys that really deserve a shot, the guys that put their heart and blood into the sport. They don't deserve a shot. Floyd Mayweather got to pay child support. So Mika Galvao is hoping he don't have to pay child support. So he got to pay $1 million though. Dang, they got him. $1 million? What kind of baby need $1 million? You guys let me know. Also, Floyd Mayweather's 49 years old, so God, dog. He the dad grandpa. That's gonna be me and Mush and a couple other guys too. The daddy grandpa.
Everybody, I just wanted to give you a heads up that UFC BJJ is officially launching their opens, the official entry point into the UFC BJJ competitive platform. These open tournaments give athletes of all ages and skill levels the chance to compete under the UFC BJJ banner and begin their journey from the local mats to the biggest stage in the sport. Whether you're a beginner, a seasoned vet, or chasing your shot at a championship, UFC BJJ Opens are your opportunity to prove yourself and possibly win a world title someday. So, UFC BJJ Opens are coming to cities across the country this fall. To learn more, go to UFC B.
So I feel like whenever they start doing this type of thing, that means the business really is not working. This is like the NFL creating, the UFC likes to compare themselves to other, established sports. What other sport got? Now they might have a amateur league or a development league, but you guys are going to be paying to compete in the UFC BJJ. Now, are they going to be? Is there going to be a big bowl? They're gonna fly out a bowl to Atlanta and Orlando and California. They're gonna fly a bowl out there. You gotta. All the matches are in bowls. How is it gonna work? You gotta fight in a bowl. The toilet bowl. The toilet bowl. Screw the Super Bowl. We got the toilet bowl. You ain't gonna. They're gonna have regular mats. Who's gonna be the referees? UFC fighters with CTE. Who gonna be the referee? Claudia gonna be the referee. They ain't got no staff. People don't understand the rules. What rules said they're gonna use? ADCC rules. UFC BJJ can't come up with nothing original. He sound like every loudmouth Boston tough. Well, he's what they all aspire to. What kind of tournaments they gonna do? Now you gotta pay UFC, so you might have a shot for the UFC to take advantage of you later on once you make it to UFC BJJ. Now I don't know. It's gonna be Naga all over again. Naga did pretty well. Now did Naga evolve over the years? No, they didn't really evolve, but they served their purpose. I don't really. I'm wondering what the future of this sport's gonna be. And I'm preparing myself to move on. So I'm not saying there might be a future in this sport. There might be some other things that are going to happen and take the sport off. For lower belts, no, you're gonna see. I assure you, you're gonna see all the same dudes. You're gonna see all the dudes on PGF and all the guys. They're gonna be in there competing too. They don't have belts in Nogi. They're gonna be the same people trying to catch a shot. They had Ethan Krittelstein over there begging and pleading to the Symphony to be on UFC BJJ. What kind of sport are we into? Now the UFC, they love to have their athletes begging and pleading. Let me know another sport where you got all the athletes begging and pleading outside of MMA and jiu-jitsu. I don't hear the judo people begging and pleading. I don't hear the wrestlers really begging and pleading. I don't hear the real sports people begging and pleading for matches and pay and all. Well, you might hear a little bit from WNBA. That's true. But you know what? They did get money though. But listen, WNBA people make way more. They actually make money. They want to make more money. These other people don't make money. WNBA makes money. Jiu-jitsu, UFC, whoever, they don't really make money for their fighters, their athletes. You make more money. You're gonna make more money playing WNBA. You probably sit on the bench. How much is a bench warmer? League minimum. The league minimum is $270,000. Let me zoom in for my visually impaired people. That's what AI said. I don't know if that's true. The league minimum $270. Now, how many UFC fighters make it $270 to play basketball? Basketball, intramural sport. And okay, they're high level athletes, and they're tall, and whatever. That's more money than most of your average UFC fighter not making. How much you think an average UFC fighter making? Jiu-jitsu fighters ain't gonna make $270. They over there scrounging for $100,000. Listen, when you do BJJ, you gotta fight even when you got staph infection. Your body's failing you. You got bacteria taking over your body. You still gotta fight. We ain't no real sport. It's taking me this long to realize this. We're not a real sport. And $270, you making less than $270, even $270,000, still not enough money to get punched in the head. They're making minimum wage. They should have just got a regular job. I'm at that point. Just get a regular job. Don't do all this for fun. Let's see. UFC average pay salary. And you know what? You're not even guaranteed money in the UFC. UFC, you got to show up. And you got to win to get the full amount of pay. And you got to beg for a bonus. You got to beg and beg. Imagine you put your blood, sweat, and tears, and you still got to sit there and beg. And Dana White, that freaking loser, he got way more money than you. He ain't take no punch. He ain't sweat it. He ain't get arm barred. He didn't get knee barred. You got to bend the knee to Dana. You got to bend the knee to Claudia. You got to bend the knee to a lot of people for nothing. Entry level contract is $10,000. Entry level contract. $10,000. Team fees, health insurance. You gotta pay everything out of $10,000. Now $10,000 don't go very far no more. $10,000. The $10,000 from in the year 2000 it's not the same as $10,000 nowadays. You gotta be a high level grappler to make the same amount of money as a entry level WNBA player. It's sad. I'm sad. It hurts my heart. Now I'm telling people not to do this stuff professionally. Do it for fun, but don't do it professionally. Gracie Baja, who sent this to me? Who sent this Gracie Baja to me? Texas. Oh, is this you, LL Snap? Research Forest. Where is that, LL Snap? Who sent this to me? They got the kids on lock though. Now you know what? Most of your jiu-jitsu guys, most of your UFC champions, what they do, they open up a school and they gotta sit there and teach kids classes now after getting punched in the head. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. We got Simone Biles. That should be me. Listen, that man make more money sitting on the bench than anything else. I'm over here getting my body tweaked, neck tweaked. Now, football is a tough sport, though. But look at him. That should be me right there. With Simone, not him. With Simone. Should be me. You got her with those fake things. She is a gymnast. She don't need those fake things in there. Throws off her center of gravity.
There you go. I'm putting all my money on you.
These man. These the guys you be looking up to. That's Ray J right there.
Hey, I finna buy me. I ain't putting no money on that nigga. Get the bag in between you. There you go.
Is that real?
There you go. I'm putting all my money on you.
These are guys that be banging all the girls. You can't even punch.
All my money on Ray J.
That's who you guys be jealous of. You guys be jealous of people like that. Can't throw a punch, can't kick.
There you go.
You guys be jealous, and they be getting all the girls too.
I'm putting all my money on.
That's what girls be getting with.
I finna buy me.
You don't want them girls. Well, some of you do want them girls.
Get the bag in between you. There you go.
You can't even throw a punch or kick. They can take your girl from you though.
I'm putting all my money on.
He can take your girl from you easily.
I finna buy me.
Featherweight, we got Jackson, Samuel Nagai, Kolabate, Mayrum. What's that guy's name? I want to say Chico Mendez, something Mendez. He got beat by Cole the other day. Baby Cobrinha, that dude. Didn't he fight something recently? That guy, I can't remember his name for some reason. The hell's flying around me. That guy, I don't know. Sebastian Serpa, what's up? Bazinga, okay. I can't remember, bro. There's too many people to name.
Now look, I'm gonna teach you a strategy. Body, head. Okay. No.
What's wrong with Ray J?
Get up, nigga. Get the fuck up.
What's wrong with Ray J?
That's not how you fucking do it. Stop, man. I don't want to show y'all all this goddamn shit. Y'all should learn by me just telling you. Now look, I'm gonna teach you a strategy.
Rampage ain't got no patience. I might have to be IRL streaming inside the gym. I'm gonna have to ask Tony. Tony, let me film in the gym. Now I'm gonna have some OnlyFans girls in there. I'm gonna put some OnlyFans girls.
I turn into.
You think Mikey gave that girl staph infection? She might need to get checked up after rolling with Mikey. She might need to get checked on after Mikey rolling with Mikey.
What do you mean by that? These are two guys fighting, right? Arm jack. You learn this position instantly. Us playing with our fingers.
Mikey's gonna show me his safest BJJ.
She need to check herself. She probably got staph. All them UFC fighters she be touching on, she probably had some stuff. Just so you know, her husband's the one filming.
Gaslighting you right now. It was completely your fault.
Your opponent is a big ass scooter. How will you combat his ass scooting?
We're gonna race each other with our butts on the floor, like scooting. I don't need to clean my butt on the mats. I don't need the ass scoot to clean my butt. I have a Japanese toilet, so I'm okay. That's why I don't ass scoot anymore.
It doesn't itch?
No, it doesn't. Wrist. Down.
I turn.
Ella snap. Ella snap crazy. Let's see. Andy Murasaki looking sad. All right. Not much we can say about that. That's why you know the worst person to fight is somebody that's heartbroken. That's the worst person. Because you be in there normal, and that dude, he went through a heartbreak. You got to fight that guy. You ever fight somebody that went through a heartbreak? They fighting for their life out there. It's hard to be the dude that went through a heartbreak, bro. You okay, man? Oh, you went through a heartbreak? Oh, man, I'm about to have to fight for my life, too. When they get that extra power, yeah, all you guys, when you go through your girl problems, you guys be strong. And I'd be like, you good, man? Why you trying to kill me? You guys go through your girl problems. You guys, does that happen to ladies? I need to ask some ladies. Where my girls at? Do you guys get stronger when you having a fight with your man? Cause these guys be strong. They be super strong when they go through that breakup. They be heartbroken, but they be strong. They be locked in. They be too locked in. Let's see. We kind of read this a little bit. Oh, that's the Portuguese translation. Where's the English at? So it says Andressa contacted the San Diego Police Department to file a report against Andre Galvao, and the carousel shows the post made by the athlete published on her Instagram post. So I think it's up there. She might have taken it down. Oh, it is up. She was with Andy. She done took Andy off. Dang, these girls move too fast. She done took Andy off all the photos. Well, she gotta let you guys know that she's back on the market though. Some of you guys might be sliding into her DMs right about now, but you be respectful, y'all. I do like her long hair though. LL Snap like the girls with that kind of Brazilian hair. She is a shorty though, so she is a shorty. She got Otto's picture right there. There we go. She got some type of filter on her face. What kind of filter she got on there? Oh no. Oh, I wasn't even looking for this. Oh no, Galvao, just turn yourself in until the investigation's over. And the thing is, Galvao went back to the gym so quick. He was like, I'm innocent. He went back to the gym too quickly. You got to cover your bases, y'all. And I don't know, man. She got some native blood in there or something. Now, I can't read this Portuguese. We're going to have to translate this. Oh, bear with me, y'all. If he didn't do nothing, why? Yeah, well, listen. You make too much sense. I can't make sense of people no more, man. We're gonna go through Google Translate and get everything we can. The first one says, about 3 months ago, during the investigations into the Alexa Hurst case, I had also experienced harassment from the suspect. I'm not going to name any names. I was called to give a statement at the police station. I tried to file an individual complaint, but at the police station, they told me it would be better to attach it to Alexa's case. Now, again, there might be some insiders that train, trained at Autos that were insiders, high level, higher up in the organization of the San Diego Police. I'm just throwing that out there. Because most jiu-jitsu places, they have a lot of cops training with them, right? We got a lot of cops. You might have the chief of police over there, chief investigator, head of investigations, head of so-and-so. You're telling me you guys don't realize how much power these guys have. Because you guys aren't used to having power. You guys can't pull no favors. You can't ask for no favor. Most of you guys can't ask for nothing. You ain't got, most people ain't got pool. Most people don't have connections. Most people don't know rich people. Most people don't know dangerous people. Most of you guys you just normal people. You don't understand how these guys are living. They can get almost anything they want. Who knows? Most of these guys can get whatever they want. He got to give the gym back to. He should have done that from the beginning. Most of these guys can get whatever they want, and that's why they act like this. They so used to getting everything they want. All these superstars, especially in California, they get everything they want. They get free stuff all the time. Seminars, but not like that, Snap. Seminars whenever they want. Free gear, they get money. People give them money. Who's giving you guys money? Nobody's giving you guys money. You guys got to work for your money. People give Galvao money. He don't even have to say thank you. They just give him money. Thank you, Galvao. They just hand the money to him. It's an honor to give you my money. You guys got to work for all your money. All right, Snap, you acting crazy. You guys got to work for your money. I'm not saying he didn't work hard, but he's at the point now. People, hey, Galvao, can I sign up with your association? Yeah, here, I'll give you all the money. People be flying him out. Are you guys getting flown out? No, you guys don't ever go. You guys got to use your Sky Miles to fly yourself out. People be flying Galvao. They fly him out. They pay him. They fly him to a good hotel, food, everything. You guys got to pay everything, be on your dime. That's fine, but he's a superstar in his own world. You guys aren't superstars. You guys get treated like shit on the daily. Nobody even recognizes you guys. I bet you in California, at least Brazil, California, he goes outside, people recognize him. Winn-Dixie's not even open no more. He go to Whole Foods, somebody gonna recognize him. He go get his car washed, somebody's gonna recognize him. He go to the movie, somebody gonna recognize him. He goes somewhere, people gonna recognize him. Now, they're not gonna recognize you people. That's why you guys don't understand this stuff. I'm not saying, well, you guys can get famous too. There's nothing stopping you guys from getting famous. I'm not saying I'm famous. I'm watching those guys. I watch those guys. I'm like, dang, they got it nice. I'm over here struggle streaming. They got it way nicer than me. I put my career on the line for you people. I mean, not that you guys care at all. It says at his home in the presence of his family. So if you guys remember, they would do these camps with the girls. Let me come over here. You know, they would do these dream team workouts. They probably took them down. They would do these workouts at their house, right? Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, they would do these workouts at their house, right?
I think, and then 7:30 is when the girls start coming in.
Oh, look, surprise, surprise. Who's in the video? So again, you guys, I'm not really trying to motivate you guys. Else that all you gotta do is stream and he'll be finished. Snap, he'll catch a case too. Look, the girl's right there in the first video. I didn't even have to look. I don't know why it's so dark.
We usually always live together.
They be lifting at their house.
We sometimes do things together, so it's honestly a good time for bonding and, getting stronger together.
It's a big role, yes, and it's actually like besides being trans or they're so connected.
A lot of them girls going. What's up, Sarah? Sarah done missed my rent. There's her lifting right there.
It used to be
with her best friend, Sarah Galvao. Rep page gonna be making fun of us kicking. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, I got distracted. At his home, At his home, in the presence of his family, I was touched inappropriately without my consent. I tried to move away from these touches, but the behavior continued. I was given a sexually suggestive nickname that immediately embarrassed me. What was the nickname? Brazilians give people nicknames that aren't very good. Was that where's the one I'm looking at? Okay. I'm tired. I want Sarah to take over the live stream for me. Take over, Sarah. Bonnet Brigade. Following week, I received messages on my Instagram temporarily containing a photo of me working out and a comment on my body. Could it have been this clip, this video right here? Could it have been one of these clips over here? It probably. So just so you know, this is 2 years ago, 3 years ago. 2022, 2025. That's a year ago.
Join the team.
That's her doing pull-ups.
Kind of everybody here fought everybody. Like I know Maria, Lily, and Sarah, they've all fought each other. I fought Lillian, Alexa, Dawn.
Where was I? Okay. Following week, I received messages containing a photo of me working out and a comment about my body. And this instructor also claimed that his own wife was sleeping. Sleeping what? Whoa, what's the translation? Who knows Portuguese? Translate that for me. Talk to your manager. Now, ChatGPT, talk to my ChatGPT. I'm going to try to translate it again. That translation didn't come out too well. That his own wife was sleeping. What was she sleeping? Who was she sleeping with? Uh-oh. Some of these people be swingers too, though. That's true. I don't know, man. I can't keep up with these people. Again, some of this is cultural. Not to say I'm not defending their culture. I ain't defending this American culture. Instead of Siri, we got Sarah. Every time I say Sarah, Siri comes up. Sarah? Let's see. Sarah? No, sometimes it comes up. It didn't come up that time. Yeah, usually Siri pop up. In the training environment, this instructor would interfere with my training partner so that I would train with him, specifically in no-gi, always focusing on back control and mount. Uh-oh. I felt uncomfortable and pressured because I couldn't refuse since he was my instructor. Oh no, I lost it. Back control and mount, Sarah. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. After all that, there was a conversation between the professor, his wife, and my ex-boyfriend, Andy Murasaki, in which I was excluded, even though the subject was about me. In that conversation, what was done to me was acknowledged, and an apology was also offered to my then boyfriend, albeit with justifications. They didn't even talk to her. They went through Andy, the boyfriend, whoever that was. Oh my gosh. The justification was given not directly to me was that this man had problems with alcohol and that when he drank he became a pervert. What? We learned something new. It's not me, it's the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Alcohol. Blame it on that. Remember that song? Was that Jamie Foxx on there? Who else was on that? Blame it on the alcohol. So wasn't that the guy? He was partaking of the the communion. That was the communion wine. What you talking about? Let me see if I can play a little bit of that song. That was communion wine, man. That wasn't regular wine. Let's see. There was another song with Blame It on the Night. No, I was playing on the wrong thing. Allegedly. Mortal Kombat. Carol tried to get me to go see Mortal Kombat. I didn't want to go. She had a group together. I didn't want to go. Michael Jackson was good. All right. You thought he was a pastor? Sarah. Oh no, Sarah looked into his 5013C. Look, I said Sarah, and look, Siri popped up. You see? Look at that. I said Sarah. Siri popped up. You know it wasn't going to be no good. Come on, lady. Most of these Hollywood movies ain't good. It says, during that period, I remained silent. I faced distortions of the facts, attempts to discredit me, insults, including from my, I guess, boyfriend. It says my wife. What's the word? Esposa, spouse, boyfriend, or including from his wife. Let me see. Mia esposa. From the wife. Oh, maybe she was getting complaints from the. She might have got. Now that's what what's the girl's name? Was it? The other girl said. You know the other girl went to Miss Galvao too, and was kind of push under the rug a little bit. So I believe she said she got attempts to discredit, insults, including from the wife, I believe. Nah, you can't do that no more. He scarred them kids. And also threats related to my visa, precisely because I had spoken to the police. So, they threaten you with those visas. So that's why a lot of the Brazilians didn't speak out. Now, why didn't the Americans speak out? I don't know. I don't know why they didn't speak out. You guys got to ask your American buddies over there. Most people don't want any trouble. Most people don't stand for nothing. Let's be honest. Most people don't stand for nothing. Most of you guys watching, a lot of you people watching don't stand. You guys flip flop so easily. Unless something happened to me, you guys, I never liked that. Like that he was an asshole. You guys will flip on me so fast. That's why I don't trust half you guys. Was he a deacon? Is he a deacon? I need to look that up. He was just partaking of the communion, Sarah. That's all that was. He was partaking of communion. My training partner, who decided to make this public first, was pressured into signing a document in which she had to delete the Instagram post, withdraw the police report, and also not comment further on the case. We got some scummy people. Oh, dang. I got to look at this too. All right, I'm committed. Guys, make sure you support the live stream because I hate reading this crap. Make sure you support the live stream, bro. Who else is sitting through and going through this carousel and translating everything for you people? Make sure you support the live stream. Because I could be doing better stuff. Better things with my time. Let me see some of these things. It says, hi Andy, I really like to talk to you. I know you're all very upset with me. I'm talking to the teacher and I'd really like to talk to you both. I don't know who that message was from. Andy, I recognize that I made a terrible mistake with you and Andressa. I disrespected you both. And that was a sin and a shame. I'm not going to justify myself. When I get back, I want to apologize personally and humbly take responsibility for everything. I'm taking real steps to change. Please forgive me. Dang. Galvao, you were moving on and you know Andy looked up to him too. Can you imagine somebody you look up to messing around with your girl like that? Damn. It's an evil world we live in, as Future says. Thank God I've been pretty good, I think. Unless anybody want to out me out, go ahead and out me out now. If I done something bad, hopefully I've been okay. Now I have had some slip ups. I won't lie. I have slipped up. Hopefully I was didn't shame myself too badly. Who's rich? Oh, the Jackson family. Yeah, but that ain't gonna get them back their sanity. Thank you, bro. A little snap might be ran through. Andy, thank you for the message. I greatly respect your attitude and your sincerity. They ain't say nothing to that girl, and it wasn't inappropriate at all to speak with the teacher. I completely understand. I acknowledge my mistakes, and I want to speak with you and Andressa personally, humbly, to listen to you and also open my heart. Thank you for still caring about the team and for cheering for everyone. We'll talk as soon as I get back. So this was January. So everything imploded around January, February. Dun, 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 dun. Jesus, I need to learn Portuguese. So I need to learn Portuguese so when people get in trouble, I can read what they're saying. Says, Professor, can I call you? I spoke with the professor and I'm a little anxious. I wanted to talk to you and maybe meet just the two of us. No. No. Shout out to Gen Z. Gen Z don't play around with you. She said no. He said, is it professor? What is on there? Professora. Okay, it's this female professor, right? Female teacher. Teacher, can I call you? No. She said no. It says, Professor, I know this situation is very delicate and I understand if you're upset, but I really wanted to know that I never intended to cause any problems. I don't know who this message was to. Who that message was for? Let's see the next one. Oh, guys, make sure you're liking the live stream. I'm tired of reading this. I'm about to tap out. I'm tired of reading this. Did I miss it? You can't translate the format. You piece of crap. That was a piece of crap move right there. If somebody called me professor, yeah, I might call you professor. Professor LL Snap. You are professor. I mean, it just means teacher. Is that the right thing? Let me do it again. Screenshots are a way of life over here. Let's see. I understand if you're upset, but I really wanted you to know that I never intended to cause any trouble, and I had no part in anything. I was very nervous and scared by everything because even though I felt uncomfortable, I knew that there's no good outcome in this situation. I was advised not to say anything and just try to distance myself from situations that made me uncomfortable because I was told that these things always end up weighing on the weaker party. After that, I was terrified. Now, all these girls got to say is they're terrified of you. Then they're going to take the case going to be more serious. They just need a lawyer. We ain't got no jiu-jitsu people that actually want to help. No? Okay, no. I know a couple lawyers, but I can't tell you their names because I might need them myself. I might need some of them lawyers myself in case I slip up. Uh-oh. Dang it. Where was I? The second text message? Or third one? It was a long one. All right, here we go. Did I read that one? I feel like I read that one. Let me see. Okay, we read that one. Okay, didn't know. Jesus. She getting promoted? Nah, she still need to show some skills. I'm not worried about something happening right now and you thinking I had a part in it or that I was spreading rumors. I stayed quiet. I never wanted anything to go wrong. I only commented on what I think is fair, and also because he himself came to me and asked me why he had noticed it too. I had immense consideration and respect for you and for the academy. I would never do anything to harm anyone. I think this might be another girl that's messaging in this case. All right. There's too many messages. There's too many. Okay, there's two more. I'm going to bear with it for you guys. Don't say I never did nothing for you people. Don't promise her nothing. She got to be able to show she can shrimp and escape the triangle and armbar and back. Countries have different laws, and while in one the account is sufficient, in another it's merely point of view. But the truth is one, and we all know that between a purple belt and a professor who is a multiple time world champion, it's not difficult to see where the rope breaks. So she was about a blue or purple belt at the time, and she was obviously a kid, a young lady. Again, some people are going to keep defending Galvao. Honestly, you could just jump off my channel at that point. I don't need you on here. Who, Josiah? Oh, she got to beat up Josiah. No, don't make her touch Josiah, bro. Nobody want to touch Josiah. It says, I do this because I believe situations like this should not be silenced, much less treated as something normal. After everything I've seen happen to me and other girls, remaining silent would be disrespectful to myself as a woman and as a human being. So I would really like San Diego PD to really do the investigation. I don't know if they will. Wait.
I had a really bad staph infection, so I'm very ill right now. I'm wearing spats right now. It's like covering the infection. I had a really bad staph infection, so I'm very ill right now. I'm wearing spats right now. It's like covering the infection.
You guys better watch out if you train with Mikey.
Staph infection, so I'm very ill right now. I'm wearing spats right now. It's like covering.
They said the brother lost twice yesterday.
I had a really bad.
That dude's 40. No, that dude ain't 40. How old is the guy that fought Mikey? What's the name of the dude that fought Mikey? How old was that dude? What was that guy's name? His name's Kevin? How old is this man? They don't have his date of birth. How old is that man? How old is that man? $36. Oh, he younger than me. I'm old. They say he's 36. He shouldn't have been out there. Let's see. We do have a little bit about Mika Galvao. Okay. Yeah, Mika said he's innocent. It's all his dad's fault. Really. Let's see. Anything else I cared about? Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
What the fuck you doing? You, this suit is fire, buddy. This suit is fire. All you guys like, yo, bro, especially you with the teal. I've never seen a suit like that. Never in my life I see, yo, my brother. Look at the suits, bro. Where you got it from? You loving it? Where you got? I love it. What do I wait with the pink? Red bottoms? Thank you. Oh my God, Brody. Nah, you in
here. Of course, their brother dressed good.
Too, but you in him, they stand out. Stand out. Welcome, buddy. What the fuck you doing?
Cyborg's like, man, buddy, I'm gonna have to mess you up, man. You're gonna ruin my suit, brother. I'm gonna have to mess you up here in New York City, man. Who trying to save himself from the breakup? Who are you talking about? Mikey? Let's see. We got a couple matches to watch, actually. We got Finfu over here. Mika. Oh yeah. He gotta save his family. I've been telling him to do that this whole time. Some of you guys don't know Finfu. He's a black belt under 10 today. He's Hamzat Shemaev's coach. Checkmate black belt. Checkmate dude. I don't know what happened with the kid that we saw recently. Let me look at a video first, and we'll jump back over to Mikey.
This year's Road to Worlds. We're here in Costa Mesa, California at AOJ. Obviously, AOJ has one of the most stacked, the most insane teams currently that's going to be competing at the IBJJF World Championship. Reed, who are you excited to see today?
Yeah, absolutely. Huge squad. Tynan Dalpra, Andy Murasaki for the first time representing AOJ. Of course, you got the Funegras, and one of my favorites, Cole Abate, going for his world title here, so we can see a whole lot what the team is going to accomplish here at the IBJJF World Championships. We're going to go check out what's going on behind these doors. One of the best gyms in the entire world, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be insane, if I'm being honest, to see Tynan Dalpra and Andy Murasaki training together. You know, we saw these dudes compete against each other so much over the years, and now we're going to see them as teammates. So let's get inside, let's check it out, and let's see what these guys are up to.
We're gonna start here. I don't want you guys to dive under the leg. I want you guys to create the position by using outside pass. Okay, so I start going. Go. Let's say if I go here and I lose the position. Okay, I made a mistake. He pushed me too hard. I lost the position. I go again. Start moving. Like, good. Start moving.
It's all like today stuff, to be honest.
And when you have that understanding, I feel like you're able to rest in the position much more. So I get here, I feel like he's working super hard, pushing, spreading his legs. The last 3 weeks, like feel like you get that energy. You only get the awards, right? Like everyone's super focused. Everyone, it's like the room is even like more. I feel like everyone's quiet. People are not talking too much. Everyone's working hard. I like it. It has been like that like since we opened the academy, where this last 2-3 weeks, like people I feel like even the people that are not competitors, like
you guys don't realize how much
energy
power
and,
these
like,
guys
they
got.
Concentrate more. I think like it's you know
Most
when
you
you
guys
have
ain't never gonna
something
experience
that's
that.
really hard to do.
I'm not saying I've
like
experienced
you
that.
have that goal that's hard to achieve, and it will take all your energy.
You guys
and
ain't
will
got an
make
army
you,
of people willing to follow
focus
you.
100% and not making mistakes in the preparation. I think that's the vibe that you get, and like for me, it's cool because I'm not competing, but like as a professor, like I feel the same energy, and like it forces me to, like, even during the class, like you get that vibe. I was like, okay, like it's time to perform. Like I need to give 100% every second here. It's funny how it's not only the people that are competing, it's like there's a type of energy that you get in the room that makes it special. It's almost like they are facing the competition in a small scale every day, and not by just having hard rounds, but just like understanding what's gonna happen to them once they get there. And it started escalating, and now we're in probably the last stages, right? So it gets a little bit more intense. Like the vibe is a little bit heavier, like more tense.
You got the one black guy from France over there.
It feels good. It feels like
where are the regular black people at?
But like,
They don't have regular black
scared
people
of
over
being
there.
here. They're not forced to be here. It's almost like
they got
there's
rid of
something dragging
Donata.
you to the mat, and like you want that energy because that energy
they got rid of Gutenberg.
Find
Felipe
the balance that you
Andrew.
need
I think
for,
Felipe Andrew is
for
still over there.
your life and for your goals.
Where are the black people at? There's one black person. I don't see a single bonnet or weave in there, Sarah. I don't see no bonnet brigade.
I'm not actually sure, what it takes to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. I know that 4 world titles is kind of what they said in the past, but overall, I think the Hall of Fame should be not only about the titles, but the impact you create in the sport and the impact you create in people's lives. So
some of you guys
I'm
leaving too much of an impact.
My world titles, obviously, is something that I'm super proud of, and going after more 4th world titles, something
some of
that
you guys
really
don't
motivates
let too much
me.
of an impact on the
But
sport.
what truly motivates me is to continue to set the standard even higher, continue to lead by example. I've got a lot of kids that look up to me here in the gym, and show to them that if they truly want it, they're in the right place.
Who's hating?
They have the right guidance, they have the right support system, and they can accomplish
Who's hating,
just
Sarah?
about anything they truly dream of. And I feel like I'm the example of that. I arrived here in this gym when I was 13 years old. Nothing really on my background. I wasn't anything really special. There was a lot of people more special than I was back then in this room. But with the right work ethic, true hard work and just dedicating myself every single day and dreaming high, I was able to accomplish all my dreams and continue to live on, and it's been a blessing.
Say hi to Full Graphics. Prodigy.
I mean, I think Worlds
Would you
is
rather
always an
be-
exciting event. I mean, it feels like it's the main event of the card, all right?
Would you
of
rather
the
be a
events that you have for the
WNBA
year.
bench
So,
warmer or
everything's
jiu-jitsu
been building
black
up to
belt
this moment,
world
and this is
champion?
where you put your work for the whole year to the test.
Would
and,
you rather be-
you see who's at the top of their game in their division. I feel like I've been doing some really great work in this division for the last few seasons, and I think every time that we have a Worlds camp coming up, I just feel more and more relaxed and more used to the feelings and things that come with a camp like that. We're in camp all year. I mean, as you guys know, we're in pretty much every single competition. So I mean, it's really just amping up intensity more than anything, and kind of honing in on the skills that we think we're going to use in the event. I'm excited to go out there and put my work on display. I feel like I've got really high chances of winning this year, and I'm very confident in my abilities. So
He's got a lot of
looking
good
for
guys
this
in
first one in the
switch
heat.
class.
Let's go.
He beat the reigning world champion, but the thing is, you don't know until the tournament. You
It's
don't
war,
know.
right? So that you cannot describe the feeling for sure. I'm very excited to do it again, and then now that the experience that I have is kind of like a. It's not about nervous. It's more excitement to fight for sure. But like I say, it's word. You cannot describe the feeling. Like you just go there, be happy. Like
I don't really pass
just came
like
from
that.
Brasileiros. I didn't get hurt. Nothing. It was perfect. Now just keep doing what we doing the whole year. You guys gonna see my normal game, but for sure things are happening during the year. We try to fix to not do any mistake anymore, and because of course it's worse. So anything's gonna be 100% and tight.
I'm here to be the best in the world, It's the best
There's
team in
the
the
one
world,
black guy
the best athletes, the
from
best
France.
coaches.
So I came all the way from France to be here.
They don't have
so
no
far,
black
so
people
good,
from
I
California
had,
there.
One European span, second place at the Brazilian national. So now I'm going there to win double gold at World Championships, and get my brown belt if Guy wants. And we'll see what's gonna happen there.
Are you feeling good about Worlds?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling so good. Like the preparation is good. Like since the day I'm here, I'm improving, and I feel like I'm getting better every day in all the aspects of my game, mentally and physically and technically. So I think that day nobody gonna stop me. To be honest, it's gonna be my day.
How do they roll over there? There's no space.
I love it whenever World starts to come around. Like especially now that I'm a black belt, it's my first black belt.
They already got all the other black guys out of there.
The energy in the room is like completely changes whenever Worlds comes around. Like everyone's like really focused, everyone's really dedicated, and
they're all
really,
dating.
Like it's really awesome to train in a room like this. I'm gonna be competing in the light feather division, and she's gonna do the feather division. So hopefully I can get the light feather world title from her. But yeah, I think it's exciting. Like the standard's already there. Like Mia was able to, she got her black belt thing like 2 days before, and then she won, got like almost all submissions except for her last match. So definitely she set the standard high, trying to achieve that standard,
Professor Guy is one of the most brilliant minds I've witnessed.
Andy going through that breakup. He got that breakup energy.
The way he analyzes and the way he's able to like, put his outside perspective, but with his experience, because he has had a lot of experience himself competing and winning world titles. I feel like the way he's able to like share that with us athletes is what makes the biggest difference. All year in camp, I'm always training, always striving to improve in all areas of my life, and on the mat is not different. But I got here at AOJ in February, and ever since then the goal has been like becoming my best version for Worlds.
5 years for yeah, but you got to hang around Ratos. 1, 2, 3 Ratos. I forgot about that. The thing is, you see the guys winning. Now you don't really hear about the guys that don't win. So say you had a Sarah over there, she wouldn't be getting no camera time because she wouldn't be winning anything. Sorry, Sarah. They only looking at the guys that are the very best, winning everything.
To look more official. No, the computer's mine. It's like every week something new comes out that is quite heavy. It's a very, very heavy topic, of course, but so much of it is in Portuguese. So I think a lot of the English-speaking world are maybe a little behind as to everything that's going on. So there's no updates specifically with Melky since he was transferred to Sao Paulo. He's in the justice system there. He's in jail. The case is being built against him. There have been more victim reports, but there's no updates.
I'm doing another video, another Galvao video.
The biggest updates that really came out over the last couple of days,
come up with
and even
thumbnail.
last night, just as we're filming this, is that Mika issued a pretty lengthy statement, and this is the first time that Mika's really gone on record to say much about this, because he did put up a video post like a couple of weeks ago when everything first kind of came out. Just a very simple message of how sad he was, and a message of solidarity with the victims, and that he stands against abuse, which of course people would expect, but he didn't really say anything more about the case and his involvement with it, nothing, right? But then over the last couple of weeks, we mentioned about how Mika, his name kept coming up in the case, and then he was it was revealed that he was heard in a leaked audio communication between Melky in jail and his family in Sao Paulo, and Mika's voice was popped up in regards to whether somebody would be able to fly from Sao Paulo to Manaus as a witness for Melky, in support of Melky's defense. And I think following that, there was a lot of chatter in the jiu-jitsu community, and there were a lot of assumptions, and people jumped to conclusions, right, that, Mika has to be involved, right? Nobody has ever said anything, specifically about this. He's not been implicated or named in anything that's been happening, but as his voice was heard in these messages, and his name gets mentioned more, people they jump to conclusions. So I think Mika felt, okay, now is the time I need to make a public statement about this, right? ChatGPT.
I saw the video and I texted you straight away because it's all in Portuguese.
Well,
and you've done the.
I did go through it. It was a pretty long video. It was like 20, 22, 23
You guys
minutes.
know CP loves Howell T.
I transcribed
he told
it,
me.
and I translated it.
He told me he loves Howell T.
I'm just going to give you some
CP
bullet points
does.
as to kind of what he said. But, He apologized and said it's taken him quite some time to process everything that's going on. He affirms, of course, his solidarity with the victims. He says that he's had a lot of support from his fiancée, Amit Elor's family. He has realized, especially over the last couple of weeks, but more so as a result of building that relationship with his fiancée, his child's mother and her family, that he's realized that his life and his relationship with his father was far from normal. Quote, he says, and this is a direct quote, "And from the beginning of my life, I think I've been very indoctrinated to do these things that today, as a father, I can realize I wouldn't want my child to have that experience at all." He says that he was always very conditioned not to ask anything. He was always very conditioned to just follow orders, to do what had to be done. And some more direct quotes. He says, "Recalling a lot of memories from when I was a child, from when I was a teenager. I thought I had a certain paternal relationship, but in the end, it wasn't the relationship I thought it was." I think that a lot of people possibly had an inclination that that was the case, right? Because Melky was a very strong presence in Mika's life and jiu-jitsu career. And I think a lot of people had that impression that, Mika was the kind of kid who just
still needs some accountability.
Follow orders, just acted upon.
He said he wasn't on that call.
He said that himself.
Yeah, it's just like we're peeling off layer after layer of this whole fucked up story, isn't it? I did mention before, like, the kind of strange way that he was acting. I think it was after ADCC, yeah?
After Mika won his title in 2024, yeah.
And there wasn't much celebration.
Zero.
Yeah.
In contrast to 2022, when Diogo Hayes won his first ADCC gold medal, Melky came into the center of the mat and was actually crying.
Yeah.
I have a photo, and it is like, Diogo is there raising his hand saying thank you to the crowd, and Melky is wiping the tears away from his eyes.
Yeah.
In contrast, 2024, 2 years later, when Mika won his title, Mika actually said in the post-match interview as well, he said, "Thanks, Dad. I know that I'm not the son that you deserve to be, and I hope that I could be the son."
Who was the first person to post that? I think it was me.
Want. And while he says that, it cuts to Melky, and Melky is sat in his corner, just absolutely stone-faced. Yeah.
It's just, in hindsight, like a classic abusive, like, parent thing. Nothing you can do is good enough. You literally won the pinnacle of Nogi at that time. And there's no recognition. Sorry, I'm not good enough.
And you mentioned abusive relationship. I mean, as you said, sort of peeling away the layers that Mika continued and kind of described a few things that happened throughout their life. And it does sound abusive. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. He says that he always, or he sometimes tried to express his opinion a little, tried to speak a little, even tried to say some things, and he always had a certain fear, and he never understood why he had this fear. He says that he used to get hit a bit. He says that his sister, Sammy Galvao, she was actually a really promising jiu-jitsu competitor at one time. Disappeared completely. I haven't seen anything of her for years, but I remember she blew her knee out really bad. I remember way back in the day when they were still part of the Alliance team. I knew somebody who trained at Cabrinias in LA. And she said that this is back when Sammy was maybe 16 years old, and she was like, she is going to be the next big thing. She's incredible. But Mika says here that he used to get hit a bit, but his sister got hit a lot.
That girl blew her knee out. She's like, I don't want this anymore.
And Mika says that, I believe I had a very submissive personality when I was a child. He then describes, he said, there was an episode when we were in Las Vegas. He says, man, it was a full-scale brawl where our father punched and kicked my sister. And he says that this has always stayed in his mind. Slaps in the face, sometimes left blood, hits to the legs that left marks. And he says the physical part was something that Mika found very normal in that relationship. And then he describes a really disturbing situation here. He says that when Melky found out that Mika had got Amit pregnant, Melky pressured them for Amit to relocate to Brazil. And Mika says that he wanted her to move there so they could be together. And in that discussion, says that he pulled out a gun and he threatened suicide. That is not normal behavior.
No, that's completely fucked up.
That is, I mean, we talked about the manipulation and stuff over the last couple of weeks, but I mean, you couldn't have a more classic case of a severe narcissistic, manipulative personality.
Threatening suicide is almost like the last stage.
Nuclear option.
Yeah. Of extreme coercion.
There was another moment
clinical
that Mika described. He said that when he was 14 years of age, he had an argument with his father. And it was over something ridiculous. It was over something. It was over about eating a salad. That's literally what the argument was about. And he said he kind of 14, growing up a bit, teenage hormones. He said he basically answered back to his father, and they got into a bit of a discussion. And his father said, quote, that he could put a bullet in his head. Like, kill his own son for arguing about eating a salad?
Yeah. I mean, I guess in hindsight, all the little signs that now kind of point to that. I mean, there's that weird relationship where, like, externally, it's all about Mika, like winning everything and his role in that, to the point where, like, when what's his name, Maragali was talking about the steroids thing, and obviously probably getting threatened by Mika's dad, because he was like, I can't let anything get in the way of my son's career and image. But then at the same time, behind the scenes, like, he's treating his son like a piece of garbage. So,
right.
Yeah.
So just to kind of conclude Mika's statement, he says, regarding the call from jail where Mika was heard discussing flights, he says that he and his mother received the call out of the blue. And he says that he was not involved in paying for or arranging transport for any witness to go to Manaus to support Melky. He says that basically he was just at home and they got a call, and they asked would he be able to get to the airport on time to be in Manaus, and his simple response was no, he can't get there in time. He denies having any involvement with that. So, believe it or not, it's Mika's word. We don't know. We're just reporting what Mika has said.
That's what I'd be saying. I'm reporting.
And then to end,
just
what
reporting.
Mika said about basically is kind of like, what's next, really? He says, for people who are unsure about what I'm going to do, he says, I think I'm going to try to pick up and continue with my career. That's, I think that is somewhat.
Is this a career?
Somewhat good to hear, because he's so young. And it would be such a shame were his career to be affected by this, and he would never be able to return.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't really know much else. So what else is he going to do, really?
Right. He needed a job for that.
Do you think, because his last couple of super fights were like not that super, do you think that things were already getting, untenable?
It's a great question. I mean, I don't know. Mika's always been a little bit hot and cold. Sometimes
career
it's that
is a profession.
That phenom that we all remember, who's just doing these absolutely magical things on the map and just look like the next big thing.
That brings me.
And then sometimes maybe he had what in any other case would be an average
This is a
performance, and
vocation,
people
it's
would
not a
think,
career.
it's not that special anymore.
He's
He's losing it.
up.
Yeah, right. But I think maybe it's just because he's had so many flashes of brilliance that the expectations are so high. I don't know if that was anything to do with as a result of his relationship or anything going on, but it's definitely a great question. It really is a great question. My question is that how Mika will adapt from here if he were to continue, because I've said this before in previous episodes that Mika is.
I don't know, Sarah. Maybe it's your ears. It might be your ears are staticky. Take your bonnet off. Adjust your bonnet like the rabbit ears on the TV. Let me see. Let's see. Is it staticky still? Oh, it is staticky. Come on, Terry. You know the stream always mess up. I need to get a new computer, but the finances of the live stream going, we ain't getting shit. Let me see. I think it's her ears. I'm listening to what I say. Take your bonnet off. Who knows? The computer is old. I'm beating this computer up. This computer it's computer tired. This computer more tired than Galvao's his lawyers. I paused it with his pause, Sarah. All right now, Sarah. You know I paused it that time. It ain't playing, Sarah. It ain't playing. Nothing's playing right now. Yeah, I'm still talking, Sarah. I don't know. Let me see. Why won't you restart? Technology. Oop, don't do that. Let me see. Is it still staticky?
Literally, I've never seen him at a jiu-jitsu competition without Melky in his corner.
Yeah.
And, you know, for somebody who, as abusive and domineering as he might be, you know, he obviously was able to guide me.
Yeah, it is staticky. Let me see. What if I do this?
A success, you know.
How about that?
IBJJF world champion, ADCC world champion, and so on. So hopefully we'd like to think that Mika has other people that he could work with that could, you know, help him still get back to the top.
Yeah, and he's still so young that he could almost rebuild from scratch, you know, in another team with the base that he has.
I think it's time for a fresh start.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great idea for him to get the hell away from Brazil, to, you know, permanently relocate to the States, to be with Amit, to be with his child, and just like clean break, fresh start.
We got family
I don't
back
know
in
where he
Brazil.
would go or what he would do, but it's not like you can't find good training in the States.
No. Does she live in the US?
Yes.
He go to ALJ. Beat up Tynan.
I want to say California.
He
but
should
I'm
go to
not sure.
ALJ, and then he never has to fight Tynan or Andy
I
Murasaki
feel
ever
like
again.
to be like a world champion or to be as good as Mika is or was, you can't just be an ordinary person. There's always some kind of level of like weirdness or extreme, you know. I won't say who, but there was a female world champion who was coached by a guy who was also her partner, and
who was that?
Apparently he was extremely harsh.
Is that Fionn?
To the point where she would, you know, ever be crying at
That
the
might
end of
be Fionn.
training, and just like could never do enough, and it didn't sound like a healthy relationship.
And yet,
is that
she
you,
was
Fionn?
multiple-time world champion, and she used to say that it was easy.
Right.
So
compared to the shit that she went through in the gym.
Yeah. Even though that ended really badly, but
whose relationship ended badly?
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot. I mean, this
That
is
could be some older girls.
stories that we've heard again and again, right? That
it might be Fionn.
Not all athletes have
somebody like
healthy personalities. Some of them have really sort of dark demons or terrible
Gordon.
relationships or some kind of trauma that literally, like, that spurs them on to become different to the average person.
Gable,
and
yeah.
they will often use that as fuel to become greater.
Yeah.
Or great in general. It reminds me a lot of the story of Andre Agassi, the tennis player, I read his autobiography last year, and it is absolutely incredible. But he had a really terrible relationship with his father, who, similarly to the story of Mika, but without the kind of the crimes, that he was abusive, that he was domineering, that he would push and push and push his child to train beyond the limits of what would normally be considered acceptable. He had a terrible
like the Jackson
relationship
family.
and the
Elbow
demons
snap
were
say he
all
gonna do that to
Andre Agassi,
pork
to
chop.
getting involved in drugs and so on. And he hated tennis. Hated tennis. Destroyed his relationship with the sport, and yet is remembered as one of the greatest athletes of his era. So, yes, I'm not saying it's a prerequisite or people should do that, but it explains that maybe that is one of the reasons why Mika became so good.
Yeah.
Whether he could continue without that, but you'd hope so.
Well, it's then, it's almost like he'd have to do it, without
Not the emotional abuse.
that crazed like fuel.
Yeah, for sure. And then he did finish his statement with just an affirmation of support for the
And Meat
victims.
had
and
some stuff
telling
in her
people,
background
that
too.
it's
Like I believe her
unacceptable. Any kind
brother
of
was
violence,
killed.
physical, sexual, or
A lot of these people
otherwise,
are
it's just
pushed
unacceptable
through
in jiu-jitsu,
tragedy.
or anything. And then just moving on from Mika's statement, it came out a couple of days before, but Amit came out with a statement of her life with, or her experiences of Melky, Mika's father. And there are a couple of pieces revealed in that as well, which really help paint the bigger picture as to
And now she called Mika a friend. She didn't say my baby daddy.
And she says that there was a culture of fear in the gym. And we discussed that, right?
Why would you have a kid with
talking
the
about why
guy
didn't people come forward sooner?
whose
Why
dad
didn't
is
people
scaring
report
you?
this? And we said, because they were probably fucking terrified.
Well, it seems like she knew that there was something going on.
Yeah. Yeah, she said that there was a culture of fear. She says specifically that Melky controlled Mika's life completely, which of course has since been confirmed by Mika. But she went on to reveal some things as well. She said that Mika was only allowed to see her before they sort of became slightly more serious, because they'd been dating for a few years. While Mika was off traveling the world with his jiu-jitsu competition, she's obviously doing the same in wrestling. She went on to win a gold medal at the Olympics. Mika was only allowed to see her if he would win specific competitions. It's like, no, you can't go see your girlfriend. You got to go win Pans, or you got to go win Worlds, and then you can go and see her.
Bizarre behavior.
Very bizarre. She says that she never personally witnessed or knew. Or
Nobody saw nothing. Nobody saw nothing.
Says she felt uncomfortable and unsafe.
Nobody
around
saw
him
nothing.
Because he was, quote, unstable, controlling, and intimidating to people.
Amit, your mom didn't say
which,
nothing?
Again, is something that, we've discussed. And it's actually something I've heard from people.
Now, when
as
a girl
well,
says, when a girl calls you a
whatever
friend,
your
that's
impression
usually
of
not
him
a
as
good
coach
sign anymore.
And the things that he achieved with his team and his
Usually,
students,
maybe he can
that
we can
he was
weasel
not a good
himself
person
back
to be
in there.
around. It wasn't a pleasant experience.
We, when we did squads, we had Team Brazil that was full of those guys. And obviously, like, we didn't interact with them enough to have any kind of
My neck
feeling like that. And in fact, they were all very like friendly and personable. And Melky seemed just didn't really talk to him very much. But
yeah, he's very reserved, and also the language
very
barrier.
quiet. Yeah. In fact, like, I kind of got that vibe from all of them, but it wasn't until I like bumped into Mika at like the breakfast buffet, and then he blurted out almost with like perfect English with an American accent. I was like, oh shit, we actually could have had a conversation all this time. But the one thing that I did notice was at the team training, because we'd done squads a few times up until then, but as a format, it was still like finding its footing. But he got all the Brazilians together and ran like a proper training thing, and everyone in the room did exactly what he said.
He's the drill sergeant, right.
And even like, I think he roped in Damian Maya, and
he roped in Damian Maya.
Victor Doria was there.
Damian Maya didn't say nothing.
All of them were, like, he had a stopwatch. Everyone was, right, what do we do now? Okay, it was very controlled.
Right.
Without, like, it wasn't like he was being aggressive or anything. But
no.
People were just doing what he
said. But
said.
there was no fucking around. Which is kind of how it goes in jiu-jitsu. Everybody's a little bit casual and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
it was different.
Just Amit rounded out her statement by saying that her relationship with Mika is strong, and that she is doing her best to support him through this difficult time.
Her best friend.
Which I think it's really admirable, and it's nice to hear, because
she didn't say we're going to get through this together. She said, I'm going to help support him through his difficult time.
For him, but it's good that he does.
That's your baby's grandfather.
People around him.
Yeah.
These kids, they're too young to be having
kind of
kids.
One more kind of piece of news that's related to this whole case is that we mentioned that Diogo Hayes.
I did want to see Mikey. Mikey spreading that dirty stuff over there. Let's see. There's some other stuff. Okay, we saw that, competing with staff. Now, I don't suggest anybody do that. I don't think that's wise or fair. Let me see the comments real quick. Mikey, they're not going to be defending you. Dude knowingly risked another competitor with staff. Risk giving another competitor staff. Beyond the country line in... Okay, can't say that word. I would be very mad if I found out my competitor had staff. Well, when I did ADCC, people had red eye. Pink eye. They had pink eye. I don't want to compete against those people. All this for a plastic medal or plastic belt, whatever. Metal plated plastic, whatever. Bad grandpa. Well, she didn't have to have kids with the family that was abusive. You could have avoided that. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I know. Says he also brought his sickness into a crowded arena. Okay. You do need skin-to-skin contact, but if Mikey's leg was pulsating or pulsing out, anybody could have got stabbed there. reckless there. Especially now, staff can take you out. Look at Ben Askren. Someone says, makes me question the medical clearance process. Joke's on you. Who said there isn't any medical clearance there? Outside of USADA, there's nothing. Okay. It says Poirier had staff. UFC don't believe in staff apparently. He's a scumbag, not a flex. Competitors are morons. What's new? It says self-owned there. So the UFC battle, BJJ title can be defended by someone severely stricken with staff. Yeah, well. Sarah, you didn't know he had staff? Oh, I thought you came in a little bit afterwards. Let me find that video for you. Where are you? Where are you? Where could you be? He gave staff to Nina Marie. I got some rhymes. I don't got bars like Josiah, but, I got a couple rhymes for you guys. Where's that video clip at? Come on. And Mikey gonna complain, why did he make fun of me? Man, motherfucker, you got staff. You over here spreading staff all over the place. You giving everybody staff, bro. Of course everybody upset. Where my video clip at? I just saw it. I'm trying to find it. Ooh. If I can't find it, I'm gonna let Sarah go. I could have sworn I had that. Where are you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, here we go.
I had a really bad staph infection, though I'm very ill right now. I'm wearing spats right now. It's like covering the infection. I had a really bad staph infection, though I'm very ill right now. I'm wearing spats right now. It's like covering the infection.
Yeah, okay. So that's what we were talking about there. Someone said, can any lawyers chime in on this? The liability would be with the organization, not the competitor, which is what you want. I want to sue them. Even then, waivers are probably tighter than an Alter Boys. Okay, that's not true. You can definitely get through that waiver. Liability would definitely be with Mikey, maybe both him and the organization. He was the one that knowingly exposed him, his opponent, to the contagious infection. If the organization knew about his condition, well, I would say they were negligent. They didn't even check. Y'all still got to compete. Now, I bring up the question: would you rather be a BJJ world champion who's got to compete with staph infection, or would you rather be a bench warmer on the WNBA? Sarah said she would be in the WNBA, which is probably smart. Of course, the Andre Galvao, we talked a bit about that. Oh, they had the thing translated there for me. It says, same guy that kept asking me not to use foul language around him because of his religion. Shaking my head. Worry about yourself, Andre. Let's see. Meanwhile, going around a crowded stadium looking to threaten someone for making memes about him. It says, Angelica, dude, what WTF are you doing? Says, but hey, good thing the biggest competitive organization in our sport wished her a happy birthday. IBJF wished Sarah, Angelica Galvao happy birthday right as the accusations came out on Galvao. Says, I saw that and thought it was absolutely crazy. I understand not banning them like they have with Melky, as they haven't been charged with anything yet. Melky hasn't been charged with anything as far as I know. He's just in maybe he will be, but he's just in he's just in some timeout right now. Observation period, 30 days. Anyone can translate. We read all this. I don't know if Sarah caught any of this. I'll read it real quickly. During Alexa Hurst scandal, she tried an individual. That's not a good translation. The translation was not good. Sad how many people have not stopped associating with Andre and how he's tried to return without even addressing allegations. Well, he did post a couple months ago. says, by the way, he released a 20-minute video explaining how his father treated. Oh, that's Mika Galvao. I thought Andre Galvao posted something. Sexual abuse is difficult to prove under normal circumstances. That is true. It is hard to prove. Okay, it is hard to prove, but that doesn't mean that it did not occur. Let's see if there's anything else we care about. I don't think so. Alrighty, I think that's it, guys. I don't got nothing for you people. We talked about Mika Galvao. We talked about, in his situation with his father. Was Mika on the thumbnail? We talked about Andre Galvao, his situation with everything else. There were a couple videos, but we're gonna let that simmer for till Tuesday. That's when I'll be back on Tuesday. No live stream on Monday. We're just going on Tuesday next week, and I got the rest of the week off, so you guys gonna be on your own. You're gonna be on your own, okay? I am trying to get the Bonnet Brigade to live stream so I can take a break. This stuff is kind of disheartening. UFC BJ, we did talk about that, Sarah. I think you missed it, but yeah, we are. I won't be there. I won't be there for UFC BJ. Now, Sarah, you can go compete for us. Put your bonnet on. Put your battle suit up with your battle bonnet. That's basically it. We talked about Milky Galvao, Mika Galvao, Andre Galvao, whoever Galvao, Angelica Galvao. New allegations. Nothing really new with Milky so far. Hopefully he behaves. That's all I got I ain't got nothing for you people. I can't motivate you people. I can't help you people. I just admit that. At least I try my best. I can't help this sport. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys. Happy Friday. You don't play my song. I'm trying to get Carol to sing. Carol, she might need to rap too a little bit. I'm gonna try to trick her to rap for us. Come on, Carol. She is good. I wish you guys could hear her sing. Maybe we can trick her to do some singing on the live stream one day. All right, I'm out of here. See ya. Let me change the lyrics for Sarah real fast. Live streaming every week. LOL Snap and sometimes CP are covering the news that you don't want to see. And Jiu-Jitsu is where you'll find me. Pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We're gonna give up on you. Thank you. See you guys.
LOL Snap and even CP uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network.